Kim Se-ron is known to be quite a controversial actress, and it seems like she pushed her luck a little too much because she's no longer getting cast for anything, but there's a pretty solid reason for it. Actually, there's quite a few scandals to cover here. Se-ron started out as a child star and stepped into the limelight when she was only 9 years old. It seems like fame was too much for her because her career went south really quickly. Her very first scandal happened back in 2014 when she was only 13. At the time, someone had shared pictures of her hanging out with her friends on an online forum, and in one of the pictures, Se-ron was seen sitting on a sofa with them. However, in front of them there were bottles of wine and wine glasses on the table. That wasn't all though, because in the other picture, Se-ron was photographed in the karaoke room and there was a pack of cigarettes on the table. Being caught red-handed with alcohol and cigarettes at such a young age is a pretty big deal, especially in South Korea. Naturally, people were critical because how could a minor be allowed to do such things? Of course, it was assumed that Se-ron participated in both smoking and drinking, but she was quick to deny these allegations. She posted a lengthy message on her SNS account denying the rumors and sharing her frustrations. She wrote, "If I have been good, those who believe me will believe me. Those who don't know me and are jealous of me will not want to hear anything that is good or the truth." At the time, there were also rumors going around that she was an outcast at school. This further upset Se-ron, so she wrote, "Spreading false rumors is a crime. I want to receive an apology from those who tied together all those photos to make it seem like I did something bad. I have never even thought of doing something that someone my age shouldn't do." She explained that this situation made her very sad, and that she now understood why directors want her to play painful roles. Instead of being apologetic about the situation, Se-ron was the one who demanded an apology from the press for spreading a false story. Although people were critical due to her first scandal, it didn't damage her career too much. Things got worse in 2018 when she found herself in another controversy. During this time, one of her most popular fan pages on Twitter closed down. Because this was so sudden and without explanation, fans started wondering what had happened. It's not uncommon for fan pages to close, but this one really just shut down out of nowhere, so it raised suspicion. When they announced the closure of the page, the founders expressed that they hoped Se-ron wouldn't take gifts from fans lightly. They wrote, "I hope in 2018 you are the Kim Se-ron loved by even more people." Although nobody directly attacked Se-ron, this whole situation was a bit strange. People started to wonder whether Se-ron had maybe thrown away a gift of a fan, or perhaps even re-gifted it. Although there was no concrete evidence for any of this, the thought that it could have happened upset a lot of her fans. By now, Se-ron's reputation had already taken a few hits, but the situation got even more out of hand when she suddenly left a drama in 2020. She was supposed to be starring in Dear M, which is a spin-off of Love Playlist, a drama Se-ron got praised for a lot. Considering she was part of the story already, it made lots of sense for her to continue to star in the spin-off. Everything was going well, and filming had already begun, when all of the sudden Se-ron announced she would be dropping out of the drama. She stated that a difference of opinion made her leave the cast. However, not many people were buying this, as they were convinced that more went down behind the scenes. Lots of speculation was going around that her departure had everything to do with the order in which her name was listed in the casting list. It turns out that she was placed after her two co-stars Park Hye-soo and NCT's Jae-hyun. In the Korean entertainment industry, the order in which names are listed in the casting list can be a very sensitive matter. Usually, those with the most acting experience are placed first in the list, which in this case would be Se-ron. She was the first one to debut out of the cast, so it would make more sense for her to be listed first. Both Se-ron's agency and the production team of the drama denied these allegations. Speaking up about the situation, Dear M's production crew said, "Both sides came to a smooth agreement and decided to support each other. It's unfortunate that these false rumors have surfaced." Neither party wanted to share any further details, which left tons of viewers unimpressed. The public started to believe Se-ron had a very arrogant side to her, which only damaged her reputation even further. If you thought that was the last time she got into trouble, it definitely wasn't, because not even a year later she was caught swearing on national television. You might think that swearing isn't that big of a deal, and while that's true for most Western countries, in Korea it works a little differently. Using vulgar language is looked down upon by Korean society, so anytime a celebrity is caught using foul words, the public response is anything but positive. What happened in Se-ron's case is that she was struggling to catch a fish on a TV show, and out of frustration she used a swear word. Of course, this was filmed filmed for everyone to see, which was a bit of a problem. Initially, viewers and even her castmates found the situation very amusing, so they didn't say much of it. Things took a turn a few years later, though, because after Se-ron found herself in yet another incident, netizens criticized her for using foul language in front of her elders. They urged her to reflect on her actions and change her behavior. Speaking of that other incident, this was also the last straw. You might have seen that Se-ron got herself in a driving incident back in 2022. This incident also marked the end of her career, as it turned out she was driving under the influence. On May 18th, the police in Gangnam received several reports of a car swerving on the road. This car, being driven by Se-ron, had reportedly already crashed into several objects on the way to its destination. However, at some point, the car collided with an electricity generator, making an entire area lose electricity. The worst part is that Se-ron attempted to flee the scene once she realized what had happened, but eventually the police caught up to her. When the police pulled her over, the first thing they did was check her blood alcohol concentration. It turned out that her blood alcohol level was around 0.2%, which was high enough to get her license revoked. Her crash caused around 50 places nearby to lose power, which was incredibly inconvenient. For instance, nearby businesses suffered collateral damage because their payment processing systems weren't working. But even local traffic lights in nearby buildings were out of electricity, meaning nothing was working properly. Sometime after the incident, Se-ron shared a handwritten apology on her Instagram. She apologized to anyone who was inconvenienced by her reckless behavior and promised to do her best to compensate for the damages. She also spoke about her ongoing projects and said, "I am also very sorry to fellow actors and staff members, including fellow actors and staff, for interrupting the production of the work that was being filmed and prepared." Following the scandal, Se-ron was dropped from her drama trolley, and she also eventually stepped down from the Netflix series Bloodhounds. When Bloodhounds aired, people noticed that she was edited out of the last few episodes. Although her character was crucial to the story, the director tried his best to make her appearance as minimal as possible. Elaborating on his choice, he said, "We tried our best to minimize the actress's appearance to decrease the viewer's discomfort. We did our best to increase the quality of the drama while minimizing her appearance." To really top it off, KBS also banned Se-ron from appearing on any of their broadcasts, almost making it impossible for her to find any acting work again. Of course, Se-ron also had to go to court because of the damage she caused. She was given a fine of around $15,000 for driving under the influence. Shortly after she was fined, Se-ron claimed that she was struggling with her expenses. Her lawyer revealed that she was the one bringing in the money for her family, and due to the incident, they were now struggling as well. There were even rumors going around that Se-ron had taken on a part-time job to support herself, since she posted pictures of herself at a coffee shop on her SNS. It turns out an acquaintance of hers was actually the one working there, but Se-ron never explained herself, and people accused her of lying once again. At the end of March, it was reported that she had taken on a job at a bar, since netizens claimed to have seen her there. Considering that it would be incredibly hard for her to land an acting job again, these were probably the measures she had to take to make ends meet. By now, it's safe to say that Se-ron is considered a controversial celebrity, and chances are not many directors want to work with her anymore. She's been inactive for a year now, and it seems like she's trying to make her way back to the entertainment industry. On August 10th, it was reported that she would star in an upcoming music video for a producer duet named the L Brothers, but it's doubtful that it will help her salvage her ruined career. Do you think Se-ron will ever return to the industry? Let us know your thoughts, and thanks for watching.